Greetings, this is Susan Allen in Boston, Massachusetts, and we're in week 7 of Paula Dean's Real Women of Philadelphia competition. I've created, and I'm here to introduce you to my sweet potato and black bean enchilada recipe that I created for my vegetarian granddaughters, Daphne and Lucy, who live in Northern California. Now, first, we're going to use 2 pounds of sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, I say 2 pounds and not a number because sweet potatoes come in different sizes. This is a 1.5 pound sweet potato. You can find potatoes that are half a pound. So weigh out 2 pounds of sweet potatoes, peel them, and cut them in 2-inch pieces. We're then going to cook those in boiling water for 18 minutes. And I have my sweet potatoes already done here. You want to mash them next, and we're going to do that when they're hot because they'll be easier to mash them and also to incorporate our Philadelphia cream cheese. So we're going to mash these, and they have wonderful color. And then we're going to add 8 ounces or a whole package of Philadelphia cream cheese. I think Philadelphia cream cheese is great, but in Mexican dishes like quesadillas, enchiladas, they really add the cream, and it's not just the Monterey Jack. It pulls everything together. So we're going to blend our cream cheese in, our Philadelphia cream cheese, and then we're going to add a 4-ounce can. I've already got it separated, so I didn't have to open it. 4-ounce can of already chopped green chilies. That way you don't have to chop them, which is great. And then we're also going to add a 1/2 cup of chopped cilantro, a 1/2 cup of chopped green onion, approximately 3. I've taken a whole lime and zested it with my microplane, and I'm going to use all the zest from the lime and all the juice from the 1 lime. We're also going to add a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of chili powder, some salt and pepper to taste. And I'm going to now mix this all up together, and when we come back, I'm going to show you how to assemble our enchiladas. Now I've incorporated all the sweet potatoes, the Philadelphia cream cheese, the mixture's thoroughly mixed together with all the ingredients, and now I'm ready to add my last ingredient, which is 15 ounces of black beans. And you want to fold these in because you want the black beans to retain their shape. That's why we didn't put them in sooner. You don't want them mashed in. And so we're going to add these. At this point, if you wanted to, and you were a meat eater, you could substitute the black beans with cooked chicken, or you could use partial black beans and chicken. But because these are for Daphne and Lucy, and for our vegetarian family, we're going to just use the black beans. Now, we're ready to assemble the enchiladas, and we have 2 choices. We can use a 13 by 9 by 2 Pyrex dish, or if I'm having a dinner party, I use tureens and plate them separately. First, I'm going to spray the dishes with cooking spray. This helps for cleanup and also for serving and taking them out. Now I have 8 whole wheat flour tortillas. And if they're cold and right out of the refrigerator, you can zap them for 30 minutes in the microwave to make them pliable. Mine are warm. So you're going to take a 1/2 cup of your filling. And I do this so that I know I have enough. And I'm going to, once I've done this, I'm going to put it down the middle of the tortilla. And then I'm going to roll it up and put it in our baking dish. And when we come back, I'm going to have it ready to go into the oven. So we'll finish the dish then. I've assembled my enchiladas, and they're ready to go in the oven. But first we're going to sauce them. The nice thing about this recipe, if you're a working parent, you can either make them in the morning or the day before to this point. You just don't want to put the sauce on them until you're ready to put them in the oven, so they can hold up to this point. So I have a can of store-bought enchilada sauce. I'm going to pour this over, and you want to make sure you coat them, because this is going to add a lot of flavor. And then I have 8 ounces of Monterey Jack cheese that's shredded, And we're going to put this over the top of our enchiladas. And then we're going to put them in a 350 degree oven for 20 minutes and let them bake. And when we come back, we're going to get to taste our wonderful sweet potato and black bean enchiladas that have Philadelphia cream cheese. Our enchiladas are done. Our timer went off, but we also can tell because they smell great. So let's see how they turned out. Oh, look at the beautiful red color, melted cheese. But now we're going to let them sit for 5 minutes to cool and come together. And then we're going to plate it and taste our wonderful sweet potato and black bean Philly enchiladas. The enchiladas are done and I'm ready to give them a try. This is how I present them for dinner parties in an individual tureen and how I like to plate the enchiladas. We have a little extra chopped green onion to add some color, but you could also chop some extra cilantro. So let's give the sweet potato and black bean Philadelphia cream cheese stuffed enchiladas a try. They look so good. They smell wonderful. And you could tell as you cut them how creamy it looks. These are so delicious. Wishing you a blissful journey of good food and great company.